Ayman with cameraman Abu Bakr, and today's special report is about graffiti vandalism in Leicester and the effects it has environmentally and socially. As street art is getting popular day by day through social media, from youngsters and lifestyle changes, graffiti is also increasing. Many people have sprayed all across different buildings across Leicester, including parks, skate parks, and houses. Although it is not a huge issue, it will affect us in the coming future. The Leicester City Council have already spent over £100,000 to clean graffiti in parts of the city as they're being sprayed illegally in buildings and houses. And the situation is getting so bad that they're offering £500 for identities of people that do graffiti. Good. One big incident of graffiti was back in 2012 when the 500-year-old wall in Abbey Park was vandalized for graffiti. Eventually, that was removed, but did give the indication on the coming threat to Leicester's historical site. Have there been any recent crimes on graffiti vandalism?
In Leicester,
Yeah.
we do get quite a lot of it, particularly in certain areas. We get a lot of graffiti that pops up on public spaces, on walls, particularly in housing estates. So we have quite a bit of it in Leicester, yes.
Second question. What do you think is the main difference between graffiti and street art?
Graffiti and street art, I think graffiti is a difficult one, isn't it? Because it's all about public perception. So street art is something that's made to look nice. Graffiti tends to be scrawls and tags. I think it's a very fine. You've got street artists like Banksy, haven't you, for example? So I think it's that fine line. It's about public perception. I think it's where it's placed that makes it art or graffiti and the style that it's done in.
Okay, third question. Have you ever called any citizen involved in illegal graffiti vandalism?
I had to do some work around one person who was involved. So he was graffitiing and using a tag, so a particular word that he was writing. He lived on the area that I worked, so we did a bit of work around him. Haven't seen him for a little while, so I'm hoping he's stopped. But yes.
What is your main opinion on graffiti? Like, what do you think about graffiti?
Again, I think it depends where it is. We've got a legal wall, so where you are legally allowed to do graffiti in Leicester. I don't know if you're aware of that, at Humberston Park.
Yeah.
So down where the riverbank is, there's a wall there where you are legally allowed to do graffiti. The council have sanctioned it and said that is fine. So along there, I think some of what people do is actually quite artistic, it's quite talented. So that I don't mind. Banksy again, I don't really mind too much. It's about when it's on someone's wall or someone's property, because obviously it's classed as criminal damage in the eyes of the law. So when it's someone scrawled something on the side of someone's house or someone's property, that's I think when it starts to become a bit of an issue.
Thank you. Our second source of information was a local Leicester town shop called Graph HQ. We asked them a question like, what are the positives and negatives of graffiti? They did tell us that it engages people in culture. It's like enjoyable and authentic. The other question we asked, the effects it has environmentally and socially. She did say that it can regenerate an area, can create a feeling of culture in an otherwise bland environment. A wall is a wall. Color stimulates. The third question we asked is that, do you consider street art and graffiti the same? She said the difference is how it's perceived. Street art is like your culture, palatable for the gated community. Graffiti is like culture which no one cares about, but itself, it's street art. Street art can be funny and have a message, but graffiti is hardcore and it's just there for some reason. Graffiti is authentic and real. Street art is something different to that, mainly used in festivals. The fourth and final question we asked was, how often do you see people under the age of 16 visiting your shop? She said, we get a few, but it's not illegal for them to just come here and because they don't come here to buy paint. They're graffiti and art and skate and BMX shop, so there's plenty more than paint. It's not a bad thing that in the under 16 they're engaging in this culture. A lot of kids with difficult lives look to skating, BMX, and art graffiti for meaning to find their place in the world. They're actually really strict with the ID, and because of that, kids won't get served paint.